I'm just going to go ahead with the filters, like whatever. So I'm being filtered, and it's either to make me look good or make me look worse. So that Salmon and whoever, I guess they called themselves the Pleiadians. I don't know if it's factual, you guys. This is so bizarre, but this is what I'm hearing online. This is what I'm hearing online. So if I'm crazy, the people online are crazy because this is what I'm being told. They apparently, my ex bought my house in Alpine that I grew up in as a child. He bought it. He has had my cousin over there, the cousin that he now controls. He's had her over there basically reenacting my childhood. So here's where I think it's suspicious. My dad's house got broken into. My dad is missing, essentially. Nobody talks to him. Nobody sees him. He hasn't talked to me in 5 years. Over the summer, I was in a treatment center. Somebody went to his house and started a fire. I don't know if it was documented. I don't know the full situation, but somebody was doing cocaine at his house and started a fire, and they posted about it online. All of our family videos were at my dad's house. All of our family videos have been missing for quite some time, in fact, because we don't ever talk to my dad. But now, all of a sudden, my aunt, who is also controlled by therapy, mysteriously has all these family videos. What bothers me is the fact that you're reenacting my childhood, and you're doing it not just to hurt me, but you're doing it to erase me. Because you know that I'm time. I don't know what that means. That's just what they've said online. They're arguing whether I'm time or not, but then they say that they're not using me, but they've had me here hidden for 5 years. They have been watching me for 15 years. They have been discrediting me for the last 10 years, saying I'm crazy. And they've changed their story 3 times. First, it was Shannon was too loose. We couldn't use her, so she got jealous and did all these horrible things. Well, basically, their department opened a case to distract the Gray department so that they were looking in the wrong direction. Then, once it was figured out that that case was bogus, they changed the story. Actually, Shannon doesn't exist anymore. Shannon's dead, or, this person right here that you see that says that she's Shannon, she's really just a dude. And, they've been hacking every single device I've had since I've met Nathaniel. But what I didn't know is he's actually going over my childhood and erasing me. And he has family members helping him, and it's because he is puppeteering them. And I don't know how, if it's because he's paying them. No, it's more than that. They're not just paying my family. They are they're not themselves. There's something wrong. So now my ex-husband is saying he wants to take my kids out of the country. I think my kids are missing. And I think for the last 5 years, almost 200 times that I've called the police, the 50 times I've gone into the police department, they listed me as mentally unstable. Well, they did that to discredit me so that people wouldn't realize what I'm saying. My kids have been being trafficked, and it's not just my kids. They are trafficking a lot of kids, actually. And what in that video right there, what I was saying is, I know that my mom is part of it because of what has been said online, and it's not my mom. She's not controlling herself anymore. Something happened. But also, I know when she's manipulating, because she'll ask me a question over and over and over. Just barely. Can you not use so much bleach? Oh, I won't use as much bleach. Sorry, Then she says it again. I just told you I won't use as much bleach. Sorry. Then she says it again and again and again and again and again until finally I go, what are you really asking me? What am I agreeing to? Because I wouldn't say yes. I've learned not to say yes or no. So I wasn't giving her a yes or no answer. I was just saying, I won't use as much bleach. I articulated that. You're smart enough to understand. She is using yes or no questions and using them for permission and thinking it's funny. And I'm just kind of looking at these individuals like, you're in an energy crisis and I know how it ends up, and you think that you're funny. You're being lied to by your bosses. And if you think that they're just laughing at me, just mocking me, they are not just mocking me. They pulled a big one over on you because they had you believing I was a dude, while the whole time they were Trojan horsing you. Because what they did is they lied about who I am, they're covering up who I am, and it's a distraction because they're infiltrating your department. And they used me, whatever the hoovski is that they're talking about online, they used that to infiltrate your department and bring in another gray. While they said that I wasn't really pregnant, I think they were masking somebody that was classified. Brought in a gray who they cloned, and now they are infiltrating your department. I am telling you this because, again, this is what I've heard online. And I don't think it's just, fictional, because the things that they're saying are very serious. They're talking about people getting trafficked. They're talking about children getting raped. They were talking about a man forcing other people to, I don't even want to say, okay? They have weird, like, dark web pornography where they do disgusting shit and force people to do it. Well, then, I go downstairs and I realize somebody's thrown up in my sink, in my mom's sink, and it's just, she does things that are just not like her, and I always know when they're using me for something that they're not telling me about, because they have to get specific answers from me. If I don't answer the way that they need me to answer, they have me repeat myself over and over again. And then they talk about it online and brag about how they're getting away with it. So I'm just documenting the situation. I'm going to document what I'm hearing because I think people need to know. That's it.